it's your boy Rootz, and I'm doing this deck profile to showcase what's been going on. Just a little some content for you guys. This past weekend, I went to the YCS Philadelphia 2023 VIP Qualifier on Sunday. It was a 44-man tournament. Randomly just showed up on Sunday, got the day off. Didn't know it was a VIP Qualifier, to be honest. And we played 6 rounds, went X1, and I haven't been playing for a little bit over a month. I came back and played something a little bit different. Thursday, I played a local and got first place playing this deck. Only slight changes from Thursday and Sunday. We just when I get to the changes, but just to let you guys know, I want to get a shout out to all the guys in South Florida. Also, shout out to Wolfpack and Team Relinquish as well. As you guys, just to show you, it was Tri-Spright. I played this list. I've played Tri-Spright before a long time ago when Alpha's around. And I just went back to the deck. I felt more comfortable playing with Tri-Brigade, and it's one of my top 3 or 5 decks of all time. So I'll just give you some context. So this first Sunday, I got 4th also at the VIP qualifier, so you guys know. It was my hand trap lineup. I played 2 Imperm, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Ash. On the list that I played on Thursday, I got first place at the locals. I wasn't playing Imperm at all. I was playing 3 Ash, and I was main decking Feather Duster. I didn't realize until the end of the tournament on Thursday that I wasn't playing Impermanent on Sunday. Right before it started, I remembered again, and then I just made the slight changes, and this was pretty good. Effect Veiler was the best card all day. Did what it was supposed to do. Ash is really generic, hits everything. Imperm is insane, because Imperm, you can play it on either player's turn. As a hand traps. For the Nimble package, I played 2 Angler and 3 Beaver. Beaver being the beast, and Angler being able to be sent off a Fool's Burial or Spring is insane, giving you bodies. For the Tri package, I played the 1 Revolt, 2 Novo, 2 Kits, and 3 Karaz. On Thursday, I was playing 1 Fractal as another dumper. The reason why I don't play 3 Kids is because, again, this is more like something I was really comfortable with. But probably moving forward, I probably would cut the 3rd Karaz and play 3 Kits. But sometimes in my siding patterns, I side out this one, so I'll go down to trying this, because you don't want to open up so many names. Kit being a chain block with any monster that you send to the graveyard for the spring, so you can get the Angler and go off, is pretty insane. So in retrospect, I should be playing 3 Kits instead of 3 Karaz. And Revolt is just crazy. When I was playing Ghost Belt. For the Sprite package, you play 1 Smashers, 3 Starters, 1 Carrot, 2 Red, 2 Jet, and 3 Blue. The reason I'm playing 2 Red is because I like Monster Irrigation, and Nib comes in and out of the format, so I want to respect Nib as much as possible. Jet, I cut the 3rd Jet for the 2nd Red, and I don't regret that at all. Carrot is whatever. Dark Rule no more. It does what it's supposed to do. Some lists they don't like Smashers, and some people play Double Cross. Double Cross is the okay card, but I need cards that are not a brick in my hand going first or going second. Going into boards, being a non-targetable out is pretty insane, and then on top of that, I could respond to anything problematic. So that's my reasoning behind that. For the spells, I play Foolish Burial, 2 Pot of Desires, double Book of Moon, and 2 Tactics. Book of Moon is phenomenal. I wouldn't play Book of Eclipse for this list, but being able to do trade 1-for-1s is pretty insane. Technical Talents is good because Cash Tears in the format, and they have a Rise Fire is mandatory, so sometimes you just need to, information is key, so sometimes you could just rip your opponent's hand. And this deck plays very well around Draw and Lockbird. I see Draw being really popular, and then being able, when your opponent draws you, and then you just look at their hand, and you're like, okay, and you get information, show back what you want to shuffle back. And then, believe it or not, when you get draws, sometimes just making a kit, a double Dragon Lord, and having a follow for the next turn, because double Dragon Lord, you send kits to the graveyard, send Nerval, you add, and you have your follow for the next turn. That's insane. Or even if they lava golem you, it's just being able to interact and having a follow for the next turn is crazy. So that's I wouldn't change for that. For the main deck, I was borrowing an IP Masquerena, so IP is mandatory in this deck. Then 2 Gigantic, Soul Sweeper. The reason why I play Soul Sweeper in this list and not Mosquito is because Mosquito's really good. Don't get me wrong, he's phenomenal. But for me, I like Soul Sweeper, banishing a card, and then still having a 1900 beater on the field, and it just puts a lot of pressure because he removes tokens. If I get nib or anything like that, I'm still able to play. Just make this guy, and I'm still able to OTK my opponent. This card is basically the 3rd Gigantic Sprite. This card is insane. It's a bait. It does so much, especially in the mirror match. A lot of people don't respect it. Zeus. I wish I could play more, but it's kind of tight already. Double Dragon Lord, 2 Springs. Pixie Knight. This card is dumb stupid, especially in a deck like this. Fair Jet, 2 Rapingers, Appaloosa, and a thing a lot of people might find skeptical, but for me it's perfect, is 2 Omens. Whenever I play Tri-Brigade, I always like summoning this card, so I want to summon as many copies of it. Sometimes people forget that when you pitch and summon like Karaz, it still trigger the Omen, and then some people be like, oh, it's not just because you cast Tears in the format and you get rid of 1 Omen. I always play 2 Omen. Omen to me is the strongest. It outs a non-targeting banish, and then on top of it, when it gets sent to the graveyard and I can add from levels up. This is crazy. So I would not play any less than 2 Omens. If you're not playing 2 and more than 1, player preference. And the side deck, 1 Red Resonator. This is cuttable. I only put it in because I took out the Feather Duster and the 3rd Ash, and I needed room in my side deck. So, and I was like, well, shoot, if it's a qualifier, and some people might go into time, and I did go into time once, I want to say, and I did it, and I won at 8600, but it didn't matter because I still won the game regardless. 1 Chaos Hunter. The thing about Chaos Hunter, it's really good against anything that's banishing, like Branded and all that matter. Another card I was thinking about playing was playing Invader of Darkness, because you can't activate quick spells, but Runic isn't, they don't have any dark monsters. Everything's mostly light and earth with an interior package, so this was whatever. I was thinking about playing Jinza, but there was not that much Labyrinth going around. It was like I fell off. 1 Feather Duster. There was 2 Lightning Storms in here, but I cut it and I just played the 1. And I just kept the board breakers on like the back row removal at 4. I'm not comfortable playing with anything less than 6 back row removal cards. Then like 4 to 6 back row removal cards, because I need to be able to answer everything. Lightning Storm is pretty prevalent, and then most of the time you don't have you always have a card face up. So that was that portion. And then as far as board breakers, I love playing Regeki. It's not once per turn. You can play multiple. I want to play Dark Hole. And if you play, you get Baron or whatever. Dark Ruler no more. Don't get me wrong, Dark Ruler no more might be correct, but I just like board wiping. If I don't see a Toad, I'm gonna board wipe you. I don't give a damn. And if you IP, like, okay, whatever, you make an Appaloosa, but it did what it's supposed to do. And then I'm still gonna bait. I'm still gonna break your board regardless. So I'm more aggressive at being. I want to hit your life points. 3D barrier and 3. A Graveless Ancient Organism. Every time I decided to get this against Cash, I never saw it. So I'm not too. I'll continue playing this card unless Cash is in the format, but it's whatever. D Barrier. I've seen this card like 3 times yesterday, but I was already in a winning position, so I never activated it. So it was okay. Well, I did see it, but didn't use the card. It was in a winning position. But yeah, that was the deck. Moving forward, especially with YCS Philly, I don't think I'm gonna be playing this deck. I'll be playing something else and be testing out. I do feel like Sprite is really strong at the moment. And when it comes to all the different variants of Sprite, Tri-Brigade is probably the most prolific because your opponent has to play into your board, and you do have a strong follow-up play with the Tri-Brigade package. So that was the deck profile, guys. Thanks again for watching.